Elder Chui omitted many details in his account. Was he intentionally waiting for me to fill in the gaps? You're well aware that you're no match for me. The gulf between us is like night and day. Even if you cultivated for another 10 or 20 years, you still wouldn't be able to defeat me. Beep, this brat is cocky. We had already agreed to end in a draw. I never expected you to go back on your word and launch a sneak attack just as I was about to call it off. Chui Hongyu, that was a despicable move on your part. It's true that I'm not as skilled as you, otherwise I wouldn't have feigned weakness and plotted against you when you let your guard down. Unfortunately, my skills were inadequate. You emerged unscathed, while I am heavily injured. At this point, I concede. It's good that you admitted it, but there is one thing I would like to confirm. The sneak attack against me used an extremely covert and mysterious blade intent. If it weren't for the life-saving secret artifact bestowed upon me by my sect matriarch, I would have been decapitated long ago. You specialize in energy-based martial arts, yet you wield a blade intent deadly enough to kill me. Chui Hongyu, don't you think you owe me an explanation? You saw through. Humph, I still don't think it's a big deal. That blade intent is mine. Beep you, old demon Gwe, you are bullying the weak. Who said it was my doing? 10 years ago, when Elder Chui was promoted to chief of the energy branch, I integrated a deadly move into his brilliant bead. It's one of the protective trump cards I gave Elder Chui as the deputy patriarch. Since he used that move today, what's the problem? Why don't you explain, Elder Chui? Correct, it is exactly as the deputy patriarch said. In the arena, anything goes. People from demonic sects prioritize victory over everything else. Besides, Junior Xie, didn't you use the trump card your matriarch gave you to escape danger? It's perfectly fair for Elder Chui to use his trump card against you. You're also from the demonic sect. Why would you blindly trust Elder Chui's words in the arena? It's foolish to let your guard down. Old demon Gua, Xie Yan believes me, not Chui Hongyu. I think that's enough, Ming Wan Dao. Anyone with discerning eyes can see how Xie Yan's final round was merely perfunctory. By abruptly ending with such an inexplicable draw, do you think you can deceive the common people or those innate realm disciples who hold high expectations for the sects? What's the purpose of Elder Chui going all out for victory? Isn't it to uphold the dignity of our four sects? Isn't it to give a somewhat satisfactory conclusion to this almost botched Dragon Ladies spouse selection event? Beep you, are you saying this is my fault? I never said that. We all know that the main troublemaker here is Xie Yan. You are simply trying to clean up the mess caused by that junior, Patriarch Ming. You know the tough spot I'm in, yet Chui Hongyu still pulls this shit? Since he agreed to end with a draw, couldn't he have discussed it with Xie Yan instead of resorting to a sneak attack? From the very beginning, it was Xie Yan stirring up trouble, and he's doing it in the name of the great heavenly demon sect's eldest young master. It's understandable that Elder Chui acted impulsively. At least the great heavenly demon sect should understand. Alright, that's enough, I've explained it to you. Do you still want to escalate things with the great heavenly demon sect over one person from the Han Empire? Xie Yan, I admit you are indeed remarkably talented, achieving such cultivation at a young age and a ferocious potential. However, the martial arts world isn't your playground. You need to understand the consequences of your words and actions. I don't understand what you're implying, Deputy Patriarch Gua. While this commotion started because of me, I made every effort to honor the agreement with the four sects, ensuring a satisfactory conclusion to the Dragon Maiden spouse selection. You know I'm not referring to the Flower Anniversary Tournament. Although I despise Gong Sun Pianxian, she married into the great heavenly demon sect. Once a woman is married, she belongs to the Patriarch in life and death. As a member of the Muching sect, you should have no association with her. Your farce has made the family matters of the great heavenly demon sect public, and now you're exposing the disgraceful conduct of the Patriarch's eldest child. I've been lenient with you out of respect for Patriarch Ming, but you must not mistake my tolerance for weakness. Take my advice. After today's incident, return to the Han Empire and refrain from any further contact with Gong Sun Pianxian, or else. My son-in-law is not as forgiving as I am. Wonderful. Just wonderful. It seems I made a fool out of myself this time. Bye. Ridiculous. I've given you enough face this time, Ming Wan Dao. But let me be clear, if that kid dares to offend the great heavenly demon sect again, he won't be let off lightly. What's it got to do with me? That kid belongs to the Maching sect, not the Loguan sect. Did I ask you to do me any favors? It's none of your business? If you hadn't impulsively decided to let this monkey show continue, it wouldn't have caused so many troubles. After today, do you think the people of Dongdu will remember the Dragon Maiden Spouse selection or the Flower Anniversary tournament? You think you're a literary genius just because you know a few fancy words? I suggest you retire and sell your lousy books. I call it art, you know, beep. Bye, I can't reason with an uncouth barbarian like you, old demon Gua. Deputy Patriarch Gua, when did you incorporate that blade intent? Elder Chui, did you ever consider that there's no such thing as a free lunch when you secretly collected my discarded blade to forge the brilliant bead? Sure enough, you've been setting me up since 10 years ago. You think too much, it was just a minor move on the chessboard, or rather, you came to me voluntarily. Why did you insist on using me to kill Xie Yan at the Flower Anniversary tournament? You are a smart man, why don't you take a guess? I have a rough idea. Has the situation in the Blade Branch truly become so dire, Deputy Patriarch? It's just a matter of being cautious and taking preventive measures. Unfortunately, Xie Yan survived, so I miscalculated slightly. Are you not concerned that I might not cooperate with you? Are you not concerned that I could reveal this to the Patriarch? You could tell the whole world that I'm the mastermind, but the problem is, you have a motive, a plan, and a trump card. If you claim innocence, who would believe you? Xie Yan? As the victim, he would see you as a deceitful and cowardly double-faced person with exceptional acting skills. You Tingxue? Even if he believes you, what difference would it make? This is an open conspiracy, and his belief or disbelief won't change the situation. Yes, I understand, no one will believe me. That's why I've been cooperating with you, Deputy Patriarch. In their eyes, my recent behavior might have seemed like a display of feudal rage. But it's almost certain that the blade strike wasn't intentionally executed by Cui Hongyu. Otherwise, what he should have provided were origin points of anger or hatred, not shock. Moreover, when I provoked him just now, he still did not give me any origin points of anger or hatred, which clearly indicates that he is not the mastermind behind this. Otherwise, if he was the same as Lian Qiluo, then the more I provoked him, the angrier and more hateful he would become towards me. There is an 80 to 90% chance that Guolong is the mastermind. Previously, when Cui Hongyu suddenly attacked, Guolong supplied the origin points of joy. Moreover, the blade intent was his, and he did most of the talking throughout. Cui Hongyu spoke less. But if it is indeed Guolong, why would he want to use Cui Hongyu to kill me? From our first meeting until now, that old man at most provided origin points of anger or shock. He never showed any hatred. In that case, what is his motive in trying to kill me? Is this some sort of investigation? Is he the fake Mara? Or perhaps, one of Ji Jinya's subordinates? No. That's not right. I'm overthinking this. He can provide origin points without the Ji Jinya suffix. Moreover, the fake Mara consumed 2 elders of the Blade Branch. The likelihood of Guolong being Ji Jinya's subordinate is very low. Even if that were true, he could have investigated me by openly or covertly beating me up. There was no need to go through such a convoluted plan. It's as pointless as taking off your pants just to fart. What exactly is he aiming for? What a pain in the ass. I'll consult Elder Gong's son. Let me see what's her opinion about Guolong. If that old pervert is really plotting something, I will certainly have my revenge. Ah, how will Elder Gongsun's anger subside after this dance? Don't use voice transmission, be serious. If we're caught idling away, she'll be even angrier. Save me, bro. That won't do. How can I go against my mother's wishes? Besides, your dance performance is not bad. Little Xie Yan, why are you a beat behind? Why aren't you focused? Weren't you putting in a lot of effort when you were planning to marry off a Hao behind my back? Why are you unwilling to perform for me now? Humph, keep up with the rhythm, continue the music and the dance. Elder, I won't cause trouble for Hao anymore, please forgive me. You dare to ask for forgiveness, you rascal. I haven't even planned how to arrange Hao's grand wedding day, and you've decided for me, haven't you? Faster. And I haven't even watched it yet. Aren't you going too far, mother? What do you mean far? If it weren't for fearing it would delay your cultivation, mother would have taken you to a matchmaking meeting ages ago. I'm good at matchmaking, there are many beauties in the matching sect. When we return, I'll introduce Hao to several girls. Introduce, my ass, those thoughts from the matching sect are cunning, don't bring a disaster on my Hao. How can you talk like that about your sect, Elder Gongsun? Huh! Elder Xie Yan is here. Let me change my clothes quickly. What do you mean, change? I can see, but can the gentle dignified prince see? Since when was the marching sect this stingy? Young Lord Xie, I deeply appreciate your help at the flower anniversary tournament. I'll take my leave for now. If you ever need anything in the future, please don't hesitate to let me know. I won't refuse. Thank you for your kindness, Brother Yuntao. Beep, I'm so embarrassed. What did you say, little Xie Yan? Speak louder. Ha ha ha, Elder, I was saying that Xie Yuntao is righteous. My hearing is very good, why don't you go on? Alright, I have avenged Ahao, you may take off those clothes, I'll cut you some slack. Elder is generous. G. Brat's conduct is really commendable, he's eager to help you solve your problems, your friendship with him is a positive sign for the marching sect. It's a pity he doesn't know how to play mahjong. Give me the clothes. It would be great if we could make use of him. Unfortunately, this matter is too complex, and even I don't fully understand it. So, I'll explain everything from beginning to end and rely on Elder to help analyze. The matter is something like this. Sometime later. While Cui Hongyu and I have had disagreements, they shouldn't escalate to a life and death situation. If I hadn't been given a life-saving artifact by the matriarch, I might have truly lost my life this time. I have special techniques, and I'm fairly certain that Cui Hongyu is innocent in this situation. There's an 80 to 90% chance that Guolong orchestrated the entire incident from behind the scenes, but even if Guolong loathes me, it's unlikely that it would lead to outright murder, especially in front of everyone at the flower anniversary tournament. He used someone from his own sect to kill me. This is detrimental to both him and the great heavenly demon sect. I can't fathom why he would do such a thing. Cui Hongyu's brilliant bead contained Guolong's blade intent as a trump card. Can you be certain that Cui Hongyu is completely unaware, little Xie Yan? I can confirm, my judgment is quite accurate in this regard. Elder, you? Huh? Elder, are you okay? Fortunately, little Hongyan gave you a life-saving artifact. If something happened to you, I wouldn't be able to face the marching sect. I'm sorry, little Xie Yan, this time, I've even dragged you into this. If Cui Hongyu is indeed innocent, then your guess is correct. I can confirm that this matter is orchestrated by that old beepstard Guolong. His motive isn't you specifically, but rather to incite conflict between the great heavenly demon sect and the marching sect. What benefit does he gain from this? I publicly disclose that Miss Matriarch is at the innate realm GTH lair. If Guolong's cunning schemes succeeded in causing my death on the stage, it would mean creating a formidable enemy at the innate realm's 6th layer for the great heavenly demon sect. Has he gone mad? Does he think Miss Matriarch wouldn't come for him after killing Cui Hongyu? You might have heard some gossip about the great heavenly demon sect. During its decline, Yudingxue rose to power with the support of the blade branch. Guolong, feeling he had made significant contributions, began to act arrogantly. Yudingxue was busy cleaning up his father's mess and neglected the blade branch entirely. Recently, Yudingxue broke through to the innate realm's 6th layer. Once he firmly stabilizes his cultivation, he will truly become the foremost figure in the great heavenly demon sect, and no one will be able to challenge his authority. Patriarch Yu has already entered the innate realm's 6th layer? Indeed, the blade branch has been benefiting without doing much, and Guolong is afraid that Yudingxue will hold them accountable, so he is aiming to divert trouble by attracting a powerful external enemy to distract Yudingxue and buy himself time to reach the innate realm's 6th layer. Once he reaches the innate realm's 6th layer as well, it would be difficult for Yudingxue to take action against him again. That old beepstard's cunning isn't limited to this. Let's presume if you really died at Cui Hongyu's hands, little Hongyan would seek revenge for you. The first casualty would be Cui Hongyu. It would be difficult for Guolong to be little Hongyan's first target of revenge. However, Yudingxue wouldn't allow little Hongyan to attack Cui Hongyu. They would inevitably clash, dragging both sects into endless conflict. I got it. The two sects are thousands of miles apart, belonging to different nations. No matter how intense the fight gets, it won't affect the foundation and the intensity would be manageable. This way, that old beepstard can keep Patriarch Yu in check without worrying about the battle getting out of control. He's quite cunning. Even in the current situation, little Xie Yan hasn't died. Normally, your resentment would be directed towards Cui Hongyu and the entire great heavenly demon sect. In the situation where Yudingxue is aware of the feud with the marching sect, will repeatedly hesitate to settle the score with the blade branch, which would buy time for that old beep start. Chui Hongyu is the one who hates me. Yudingxue would face the consequences, and you, elder, would be the root of all trouble. This Guolong is truly a troublemaker. Only Guolong would manage to stay out of any blame. That old bastard is utterly despicable. Beep, if it weren't for the system that could confirm Chui Hongyu's innocence, I might have really fallen into that old villain's trap. You must be wronged. That Guolong is really irritating. Previously, I wouldn't be in the mood to argue with him, but he should have never, ever taken action against you. Don't worry, little Xie Yan. I will certainly demand justice for you. What are you planning to do, elder? That old beepstart's plan would have been infallible under normal circumstances. The two sects would have a grudge later. Even if Yudingxue discovers that Guolong is the mastermind, he cannot cut off his own arm. But since little Xie Yan can confirm Chui Hongyu's innocence, then this matter becomes simple. Tomorrow, I'll go directly to the Flower Anniversary Tournament, and expose his plans in front of everyone. I'll tarnish that beepstart's reputation. As long as Yudingxue isn't concerned about pressure from the marching sect, he'll soon act against the Blade Branch. With Guolong's recent actions, Yudingxue will act even more decisively and swiftly. I'll make that old beepstart suffer the consequence of his actions. However, have you forgotten our plan to escape, elder? Right now, it seems that Guolong is actually pleased to see me take you back to the marching sect, elder. No wonder he hasn't come to take you back to the great heavenly demon sect even though he's been in Dongdu for days. Exposing his scheme would certainly humiliate him and let out his frustrations, but it would also force him to prove his innocence to Patriarch Yu. That would complicate our escape plan, so I won't leave yet. I'll wait until Yudingxue kills that old beepstart Guolong. How is that okay? If I can run away once, I can do it again, no need to rush. Little Xie Yan, I'm more concerned about your feelings than whether I can return. You suffered greatly for helping me. If I don't help you get justice, how can I call myself an elder? Elder, it's not worth all this trouble for Guolong. There is an old saying. You reap what you sow. There is no need for you to get involved. I believe that Guolong will face consequences soon. But... No buts, elder. You have to listen to me about this matter. How about sharing some old gossip about the great heavenly demon sect and the martial arts Guolong specializes in? I'd love to hear about them. Dongdu, Flower Deity Cult Branch. Cult Master. We were at the Flower Anniversary Tournament venue, and you were unconscious at the branch. He didn't take advantage of such a good opportunity. It seems that luring out Ancestor Mara isn't as easy as you thought. Maybe the news of my deviation hasn't spread widely, or perhaps Ancestor Mara has already left Dongdu. Under normal circumstances, Ancestor Mara would never spare an unconscious expert at the innate realm 4th layer suffering from deviation. But the matter of your deviation is not fake. Although Ancestor Mara is only at the innate realm 4th layer, he is unpredictable. The risk of using your body as a decoy is too great. Ancestor Mara's whereabouts are unknown. This is the best opportunity. How could I miss it? This is just the first night, and there is still time. As long as he is in Dongdu, I don't believe he will remain indifferent. Cult Master, remember not to show any flaws during the Flower Anniversary Tournament tomorrow. Just pretend that I'm truly heavily injured and unconscious. I understand. By the way, Cult Master, how was the first day of the Flower Anniversary Tournament? How was the Dragon Maidens event resolved? Don't worry about it. The Maiden's Vine has already taken root and spread extensively. If we don't act quickly to deal with it, your willpower will be irreversibly affected. I've made a serious mistake. It not only affected me but also disrupted the Flower Anniversary Tournament. I can't rest easy like this. At the very least, I need to arrange the tasks for when I'm not around, Cult Master. You tend to overwork yourself. However, we do need a proper handover for the upcoming tasks. I'll have Huiding take care of it. Chiluo's nature has been corrupted by the Maiden's Vine Heart Sutra, turning her into a lunatic. Aryo Shihua deserved her punishment, but it's more despicable how Wen Tingyan seduced and then abandoned her, pushing her to create such an extreme technique and meet an unfortunate end. The womanizers of the marching sect are truly the bane of the Flower Deity cult. Second day. After yesterday's tumultuous battle during the Dragon Maidens event, the property of the six-armed guardian statue to dissipate true energy has somewhat weakened. Although Senior Monk Hong Ming brought many monks to keep guard all night, the repairs are not yet finished. I'm afraid the Flower Anniversary Tournament cannot start on time today. There is a 30% decrease in footfall compared to yesterday, and the spectators are uninterested in the flower anniversary tournament, discussing about yesterday's Dragon Maiden event. After Deputy Governor Lian left, the flower deity cult has not entirely sorted out her work or appointed a substitute. Urgent matters require immediate attention, so should we urge them? Does the flower deity cult have only Lian Qiluo suitable for this task? Send someone to urge them. Let Senior Monk Kong Ming hurry up and finish it within 45 minutes. As for the ordinary citizens, don't worry about what they want to see. First, finish the matters of the flower anniversary tournament. You've misunderstood, Governor. First, stabilize the public, otherwise, the tournament would truly be over. Don't worry, Qiluo prepared many contingencies in case of emergencies. I will take over the Deputy Governor's matters from here. It's left on Luo. Thank goodness, someone has finally taken over the Deputy Governor's duties. The flower anniversary tournament aims to immerse ordinary people in enjoyment and unity. If the people are excluded, it would revert to the old ways, and there would be no meaning to the reforms. That's what Qiluo said. Oh, but now, people's interest is not in the flower anniversary tournament, so the reform can be considered a failure. Why is she putting so much effort into a thankless task? While the fault originally lies with me, Patriarch Ming did not impose strict constraints on the two young lords from the Han Empire. Instead of steering the situation to benefit Dongdu's development, they were allowed free rein. Patriarch Ming and I must share the blame appropriately. That's what Qiluo said. This isn't the time for bickering among ourselves. Our sect patriarch may have been a bit short-sighted, but since that's the current situation, we must wrap things up carefully. Didn't I mention that Qiluo prepared many contingencies? After assessing yesterday's events, she has come up with a solution. The common people are eager to see Xie Yan and Ji Yuntao return and witness the Dragon Maiden's event again. What plan does Lian Qiluo have in mind? Ordinary folks have limited understanding of martial arts. They see the flower anniversary tournament as mere entertainment. The reason the Dragon Maiden's spouse selection remains unforgettable is because Xie Yan and Ji Yuntao's battles were captivating enough. Fortunately, yesterday's participants were mostly from minor sects and weak unaffiliated cultivators, leading to varying skill levels. Starting from today, disciples from the four major sects will take the stage in quick succession, increasing the intensity of battles significantly and facilitating better coordination. This is. If the battles arranged in the following days are grander than yesterday's, the people will naturally enjoy the novelty, and no longer think about the Dragon Maiden's spouse selection. In terms of spectacular entertainment, there is no one better than the flower deity cult. When will the Guwang establishment reopen? I want to see the Dragon Maiden again. The two Dragon Kings left just like that. Have their hosts already left the Tang Empire? The Dragon Maiden didn't find a suitable spouse yesterday. Could it be because I haven't learned martial arts, so I couldn't challenge the Dragon Kings? Humph, even if you practice martial arts, you wouldn't stand a chance against the Dragon Kings. Huh! It's the move of a sword cultivator from the great heavenly demon sect. Yesterday I missed it, but now that I see it, it's incredibly sharp. I didn't expect the direct disciples of the four great sects to be this terrifying in their abilities. This scene is just as impressive as the Dragon Lords from yesterday. What spiritual manifestation is that over there? There is even a wrathful deity among them. Good heavens, the flower deity cult is formidable. The great heavenly demon sect is impressive. No, the Vermilion Bird Temple is the most amazing. As Qiluo predicted, the people of Dongdu only need a spectacle to satisfy them and go back content. We may fool the audience, but we can't fool the participants. Although they are the beneficiaries and gain fame among the people, they won't expose the truth. However, this flower anniversary tournament has already been ruined. Cult Master, I find it hard to understand. Why would Patriarch Ming agree to such an outrageous idea? There must have been a better way to handle this. Ming Wan now thought he was so smart. He thought that he could use Xie Yan and Ji Yuntao to generate hype and also thought he could suppress them with the help of the elders from the four great sections. Presently, it's clear that trying to gain an advantage has failed. Humph, I have to admit, Deputy Governor Lian's plan is indeed effective. If this trend can be maintained until the end of the flower anniversary tournament, the Dragon Maiden's spouse selection will just be a minor episode within the tournament. This time, Lian Qiluo did well, but don't forget, she started this whole matter. I helped her clean up the mess, and yet I was taunted by old Demon Gua, simply unfair. The flower deity cult has gone all out just to entertain the people of Dongdu. How ridiculous. I don't want to watch this circus. I will return to my quarters to handle the matters discussed last night. Longer, although this is a travesty, some talents may emerge. Keep an eye on promising unaffiliated cultivators and contact them in advance. Don't give other sects this opportunity. I understand. Let's go back. Yes. Humph? What's the matter? My sword is. My sword. Give me back my sword. Is someone playing a trick? Humph. This aura. I'm not mistaken, the Tao of the sword is stirring. It's someone who has stepped into the Tao of the sword. Please stay, Deputy Patriarch Gua. I'm a sword cultivator, visiting the esteemed land of the Tang Empire today specifically for Deputy Patriarch Gua. Run, it's a fight. Who are you? I already told you, I'm a sword cultivator. I've come all this way just to exchange a few moves with Deputy Patriarch Gua. How impudent. My sect's Deputy Patriarch is not someone you are qualified to challenge. State your name. You're so noisy. She is clearly someone who has entered the way of the sword, so why is she emitting only the Tao spirit of the innate round fourth layer? Since when did the chief elder of the sword branch become the blade branch's dog? You are an utter disgrace to the sword branch. Such thick malevolent thoughts, is it the heavenly demon's malevolent form? Who are you? Anvi Mengjiang? No, that's not right. Mengjiang cannot possibly resonate with the sword Tao. I'm a former member of the great heavenly demon sect. Today, I've come specifically to seek guidance from the strongest member of the blade branch and settle the grudges of my ancestor. My sword broke? You dare smash my... Wait, what? This sensation. Back off if you don't want to die. You're not my target. Execution, sword intent? How do you know the sword branch's strongest martial art? Alright, Elder Lu, you can back off. The execution sword's targeting isn't that swift. There's no need for such panic. Your essence resembles the Taoist canon of the heavenly demon, and the execution sword intent is half-baked. You claim to be an old member of the great heavenly demon sect just now. Tell me, what is your connection to the great heavenly demons say? The heavenly sword Mochi-ing? The heavenly sword Mochi-ing? Who is that? 3 centuries have passed like a flick of the finger. Has the great heavenly demon sect erased all traces of my ancestor? Mochi-ing was the patriarch of the great heavenly demon sect 3 centuries ago. Are you his successor? Deputy Patriarch Gua actually remembers the name of my ancestor. Mochi-ing, the defeated army's general, was no match for the blade branch's ancestor. He was driven from the patriarch's position and expelled from the sect. I remember it well. A general of a defeated army indeed. Deputy Patriarch Gua, do you dare to accept my challenge? Mochi-ing's lineage has found a worthy successor. At only the innate round fourth layer, you can resonate with myriad swords. Do you possess the fabled natural sword seed? Scared? Let alone being just a natural sword seed, even if you possess a higher level natural Tao seed, given your current strength at the innate round fourth layer, how can you have the confidence to challenge me? Speak up, what exactly is your intention? I request Deputy Patriarch Gua to receive 3 sword strikes from me. After 3 sword strikes, if I cannot counter the Deputy Patriarch's moves, I will submit to the judgment of the great heavenly demon sect. But if I win by chance, or if you dare not face the next sword strike, then on behalf of the great heavenly demon sect, please restore the honor of my ancestor, Mochi-ing. What a devious girl. Very well, for the sake of your identity, as Mochi-ing's successor, I will let you make your 3 moves. After 3 moves, I will take you to the great heavenly demon sect and have you punished by the sect rules. Thank you for your cooperation, Deputy Patriarch. The first sword strike, please instruct me. Everlasting Dominating Fist enters the sword. Sword of the Dominating Fist, Azure Dragon style. For Underworld's penetration. An extremely pure and powerful sword strike, yet I don't sense any traces of Tao spirit. Does it solely rely on physical strength? Is this the move that Mochi-ing created after leaving the great heavenly demon sect? Unfortunately, it lacks spirit despite its form, and it is powerful but lacks Tao spirit. Sentient Realms, Mahakala. Prime Calamity Big Dipper, Dual Heaven's Fierce Wings. It's quite interesting. This sword strike carried a hidden penetrating force with strong vibration. Unfortunately, I shattered its foundation completely. As expected of Deputy Patriarch Gua, please receive my second sword strike. Finger of flowery swords, evil deity's primordial spirit enters the sword. Evil heavenly sword carefree stab. Interesting, it can even penetrate the initial form of my Mahakala's spiritual manifestation. This sword strike isn't like the previous penetrating force. Does it have a special property specifically targeting and corroding true energy? But what surprises me the most is that this move doesn't emit even the slightest trace of Tao spirit. Unfortunately, although this move is quite bizarre, its essence still remains at the level of the innate realm 4th layer. Given my mastery over the primordial spirit energy, I can use my spiritual manifestation to withstand your sword strike. I just need to slightly adjust my true energy to ignore this move's corrosive property and push you away. It seems that Machi-In collected bizarre moves from all over the world after he left the great heavenly demon sect, but in the end, they lack foundation. Your swordsmanship has long deviated from the great heavenly demon sect and lost its roots, leaving only superficial aspects. Thank you very much for your pointers, Deputy Patriarch Gua. Only one sword strike remains. Please accept the strike. Great Tao of the Sword, Metal Element. Myriad Swords, Divine Dragon. Being able to resonate with a myriad of swords is your unique talent as someone with a natural sword seed, but it's meant for enlightenment and practice, not for killing. Without elevating your cultivation realm, these flashy tricks won't significantly increase your strength. Hold up, this feeling. This isn't just the resonance of a myriad swords, this is the power of the Tao. How impudent. Very clever. No wonder you had been concealing your Tao spirit before. Turns out it was for this final sword strike. With your cultivation at the innate realm 4th layer, you can use the power of the Tao to unleash an attack comparable to that of someone at the innate realm 5th layer. You truly possess the natural Tao seed. Too bad my skills are still superior. Secret realm of Mahakala. Demonic essence of the vermilion bird. Surprise mother beep beep. Deputy Patriarch Gua, your secret realm of Mahakala can't transfer me. Ha ha ha, you've lost, Deputy Patriarch Gua. You treacherous junior, you clearly possess the combat strength of the innate realm 5th layer, but disguise yourself as an expert of the innate realm 4th layer and let me attack. How else can you injure me? This old beepstar changed his move abruptly and nearly pierced through my chest. Indeed, it's not easy to deal with someone at the innate realm 5th layer. Especially with this true energy infiltrating the wound, it's as if it's alive and wildly moving around. Unless this true energy is completely purged, even the finger of Nirvana won't heal the injury properly. Ha ha ha, a loss is a loss and a win is a win. You don't have to act like that, Deputy Patriarch Gua. Old beepstard, you mocked me last night, now I will return the favor. I admit I made a mistake, but you are not so impressive after all. The great heavenly demon sect isn't all that impressive, haha. Don't forget that you are a disciple of the great heavenly demon sect as well. My abilities have nothing to do with the great heavenly demon sect. I was trained by Ancestor Mara of the Eternal Heavens to achieve my ancestor's sword Tao. I'm Xilan Wei. I'm an envoy of the Eternal Heavens, the Sword Princess of the Evil Heavens, Xilan Wei. Guolong, Deputy Patriarch of the Great Heavenly Demon Sect, you failed to live up to your reputation. You are nothing but an old bastard who hides behind excuses. Bye. Envoy? You really are an envoy. You dare! What happened? Was Deputy Patriarch Gua beaten by someone? Envoy? From where did another envoy come from? I think Deputy Patriarch Gua is rather shameless. What a sore loser. This old geezer failed to show off and got humiliated instead. Keep quiet, do you want to die? Look at the sky. There is a formation. What's going on? Loguan sect, 8 gates invisible formation. Flower deity cult, exotic flower spirit, locking formation. Vermilion bird temple radiant virtue enhanced demon, sealing formation. What the beep, although I had expected this, isn't the Dongdu government's array too big? Unfortunately, it can't hold me back. Demonic essence of the vermilion bird. With the lightning-fast sword escape combined with the demonic essence of the vermilion bird, there is no place in the world that can trap me. Currently, even with the sealed heavenly sword, it's not easy to defeat an expert at the innate realm 5th layer. This time, I pretended to be a former member of the great heavenly demon sect using information I obtained from Elder Gongsun to trick Guolong into exchanging moves with me. Then I revealed my cultivation level at the innate realm 4th layer. Feigning weakness, the first 2 strikes were stable, just enough to make old Demon Guo lower his guard. For the final strike, I used the power of the Tao to enhance my destructive power to a level comparable to the innate realm 5th layer. I used the demonic essence of the vermilion bird to burn his secret realm of Mahakala, catch him off guard, and injure him. Unfortunately, the sealed heavenly sword isn't sturdy enough. It would break if I used attacks comparable to the innate realm 5th layer repeatedly. Otherwise, why would I bother scheming so much against old Demon Guo? Wait, what's going on? Why am I back here again? What the beep, did I hit a wall? Is this some kind of illusion? When did I fall into the illusion? Vermilion Bird Temple's secret treasure, Great Buddhist Bell of Enlightenment. Excellent. Vermilion Bird Temple monk in charge of hospitality, innate realm 4th layer, Kong Ming. Hell yeah, finally caught her. It's just as you said, the formations outside cannot contain her, they can only give Cult Master Fa the chance to activate her illusion. I have analyzed all the battles of the Anbei and Dongdu, so I understand them to some extent. Regular ceiling formations made up of condensed true energy can't easily contain them. This is all thanks to Cult Master Fa's illusory techniques and the secret treasure brought by Senior Monk Kong Ming from the Vermilion Bird Temple. Master Constable is being humble. If it weren't for your uncanny foresight and careful arrangement of countermeasures ahead of time, I'm afraid it would have been difficult to catch this person today. I wish you good luck. Based on the envoy's recent behavior in Dongdu, it seems their focus is on gaining fame and prestige rather than anything else, therefore, I suspect they have a motive to disrupt the Flower Anniversary tournament. However, with all of you present here, I also presume that the likelihood of their arrival would be less than 20%. The previous contingency was merely a precaution, but it turned out to be effective. This bell won't shatter, right? Rest assured, Patriarch Ming, the Great Buddhist Bell is incredibly sturdy. Once activated, even an expert at the innate realm 5th layer cannot escape its grasp. The bell's interior is engraved with the Sutra of 500 Arhats, capable of confining and converting any evil forces. If anyone attempts to destroy the bell and escape, it will emit a resonating sound that can render them unconscious. Judging from the traces left behind by S.A. Biling at Deputy Governor Lian's residence, the envoy excels at bypassing true energy restrictions. However, this skill is ineffective against empowered physical objects like the Great Buddhist Bell. As per Deputy Governor Lian's account earlier, the envoy can vanish instantly but leaves behind a trace of Yin energy. It appears to be a ghost-controlling escape technique. Fortunately, the Great Buddhist Bell can counter this as well. So this time, they are doomed. Master Constable Bien. This person possesses a natural Tao seed. Please do not lower your guard until you have thoroughly apprehended her. As far as I've seen, although there are similarities, this envoy does not possess the natural Tao seed. What natural Tao seed are you talking about? You people from the Great Heavenly Demon sect are total amateurs. This person's method clearly belongs to the Sword Immortal lineage from outer realms. I don't care about her identity. This traitor is a relic of the rebellion against the Great Heavenly Demon sect. I must personally take her back to the sect for interrogation. What are you yapping about, old Demon Guo? She is currently an envoy of the Eternal Heavens and has no association with your sect. According to the law, she should be apprehended by the Dongdu government. As for your ability to detain her, can you really manage? Everyone saw how close you came to losing to her sword strike just now. After all these years of friendship, you should know I speak frankly. If you're feeling unwell, discuss it with Patriarch Yu and retire early to take care of your health. Unlike me, you don't have the responsibility of leading the sect alone. You. What? Everyone knows it. Since the envoy is descended from the teachings of the Great Heavenly Demon sect's ancestor, nobody, not even the Great Heavenly Demon sect, has the right to interrogate her. The energy essence of the Taoist canon of the Heavenly Demon and the execution sword intent cannot be faked. If what this person said is true, then Ancestor Mara must be connected to Mochi Ying. No matter what, I must take her to the sect and interrogate her about the truth behind the scenes. This person's behavior is subtly different from that of Meng Zhang. However, the martial intent she revealed from her spiritual manifestation is exactly the same. Could my previous assumption have been wrong? Moreover, this Shilan Wei surprisingly has a connection to Ma Qi-ing, the patriarch of the Great Heavenly Demon sect 3 centuries ago. There's no use dwelling on it, since this person has already been apprehended. These uncertainties will be cleared up quickly. A tough nut to crack. I unleashed 2 attacks comparable to the innate realm 5th layer using the sword Dao, but it was futile. Instead, it left my head reeling. I can't continue attacking. A few more strikes with this sealed heavenly sword and it will crack. I've only used one opportunity to strike Guolong. What's more troublesome is that the bell is filled with Buddhist restraints engraved inside its structure. It would take a long time for the vermilion bird flames to burn through them. If I use Siamese spatial shift, I can escape, but she will be left behind in the bell and won't be able to self-destruct. I underestimated the heroes of this world. How did I fall into the illusion? The flower deity cult is amazing. 3 minutes later. The resistance within the bell has ceased. It appears the envoy is exhausted. Please be careful, Senior. The envoy has numerous tricks up their sleeve. This might be a tactic to lure us. There's no need to be cautious. This person's abilities have only just reached the innate realm 5th layer. If I hadn't been deceived by her, I wouldn't have been injured by such tactics. She must pay the price this time. In that case, be prepared, everyone. I will now withdraw the great Buddhist bell. What? She disappeared? Having many trump cards gives one confidence. It didn't come to the point of revealing my ultimate trump card of physical descent into minor worlds. I managed to escape using teleportation magic. All objectives for this mission have been accomplished. I've slapped Guolong's face, confirmed he has no ties to Ji, and further confused Bian Shifei. However, I caused such a commotion using Xilan Wei's identity, yet Ji's name was still absent from the origin points obtained. Is this situation different from Xilan Kingdom back then? Is the fake Mara not one of Ji's secret fake identities this time? Should I seize the chance to expose Ji as the mastermind behind the fake Mara to the Dongdu government? The eternal heavens would gladly help that old dude make new enemies. Elder Gongsun's residence. Listen up, Elder. Do you remember what I said yesterday? I just received news that Guolong got what he deserved. I heard that at the entrance of the Flower Anniversary tournament, he was publicly beaten by an envoy. The scene was reportedly quite spectacular. Guolong carelessly underestimated the opponent, but did not expect to be publicly disgraced by the envoy swordswoman. The knife went in white and came out red. You! Why are you so daring? Anyway, since you handled it, the Dongdu government shouldn't come after you, right? What are you saying, Elder Gong's son? The envoy is the one who beat him. The Dongdu officials have repeatedly confirmed that I have no connection with the envoys. Why would they come looking for me? Let's hope not. In your absence, a monk from the southern shrine delivered a message. Little Xie Yan's issue with her inner self has worsened. Senior monk Qingjing took her back to the southern shrine for seclusion and recovery. No wonder I didn't see Senior monk Qingjing back then. The problem with her inner self actually worsened, huh? The next day afternoon, northern suburbs of Dongdu, Bixiao Valley. A critically injured expert at the innate realm 4th layer is indeed the finest delicacy. No need to resist, Elder Cui. My blood river can cut off all true energy and consciousness. Struggling in the face of death is meaningless. If you stop resisting and merge into my blood river, you will experience the highest tranquility of merging your life. Someone who hides and only dares to take advantage of others' misfortunes, yet speaks so arrogantly. Unfortunately, you've been tricked. This is at the innate realm 5th layer. Guolong's lingering blade intent. Beep it. An intruder alert, catch the intruder. Just as young master you expected, Ancestor Mara really took the bait. The Deputy Patriarch's blade intent is too harsh. Even though I use my body to unleash it, I can hardly endure it. At the same time, Flower Anniversary Tournament. Did you hear? Yesterday, Guolong, the Deputy Patriarch of the Great Heavenly Demon Sect, was beaten up outside. I know, it seems a lady beat him up. They say she's also from the Great Heavenly Demon Sect. Tell me, old demon Gua, stopping civilians from speaking is more sinister than blocking a river. The disciples of the Great Heavenly Demon Sect shouldn't be so haughty outside. People are telling the truth, so why silence them? Patriarch Ming, those rabble outside are spreading wild rumors. Our disciples are merely refuting them. Refuting rumors? A graze that can heal in one breath? Enough. The menace of the envoy isn't solely the responsibility of the Great Heavenly Demon Sect. Besides, even the 4 great sects together failed to apprehend that person. Everyone is ashamed. Ming Wan Dao, you need not gloat over our misfortune. Wasn't the Sword Princess of the Evil Heavens influenced by Ma Qiying, the Great Heavenly Demon Sect's patriarch 3 centuries ago? manhwa Dao today you. Humph? He took the bait, let's go. Did this old demon flee just because he couldn't win an argument against me? In the last 2 days, there are rumors that Elder Chui Hongyu was heavily injured after battling the Dragon Lord. He's delegated some of his responsibilities to others. Could it be that? Beep, old demon Gue is also baiting Ancestor Mara. Be King Hell, although Elder Wang's injuries weren't serious, I pretended to be angry and beat him up to use him as bait. Did I do it in vain? Just now, the energy that Elder Martial Brother Wan shot was absorbed. This person's martial art is really weird. No matter how weird, he can't escape, he's been pinned in the sky. Is that the Deputy Patriarch's technique? Hasn't he gone to the Flower Anniversary Tournament? Junior Martial Brother Wan, you've worked hard, leave this to the Deputy Patriarch and go. Deputy Patriarch, young master. You may leave. Is that Ancestor Mara? I wonder who the impostor is between him and the Ende's Ancestor Mara. This martial art is rather weird, endless blood and energy, incapable of dying. Interesting. But haven't you caught him, grandfather? It was your suggestion to use Elder Chui to bait Ancestor Mara. I merely provided the strength. Without grandfather's blade intent, this bait would have failed. Ancestor Mara, you can't escape today. Surrender and avoid a quick death. The secret technique of the great heavenly demon sex blade branch, the Mahakala mantra of the Big Dipper blade calamity, lives up to its reputation. I am unable to move. You are too greedy, Ancestor Mara. Some things, you only get one chance, you want to come back a second time. Do you think the great heavenly demon sect is your house? Ha ha ha, I failed this time, but you won't reap any profits. Dodge longer. This is grandfather's blade intent? Longer. Ha ha ha, I cannot easily exploit the move of an expert at the innate realm 5th layer. However, the irony of the heir of the great heavenly demon sect is dying by the Deputy Patriarch's martial arts. Shut up. Beep it, if it weren't for the previous injuries slowing my reaction. A life for a life, I have no losses.